Okay, this is an example from section 3.3. This is the very end of the homework from chapter 3. They talk about 5-number summaries and box plots. This is similar to roughly the homework problems 33 to 36. Again, that might be off just slightly. On the handout, I showed you how to do these by hand. I'm going to show you by calculator for this one because you can actually look at the handout and find the quartiles and go from there. But the 5-number summary, let's start with that. The 5-number summary is the minimum. There are 3 quartiles. And the maximum. Okay, so again, we're talking about the 5-number summary. I just want to say that the quartile is the same thing as a median. So when you look at the calculator, this one actually doesn't show up. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the 5-number summary of these values, age of faculty, cars, and years, using my calculator. So you want to put these in your list, which I already did. If you need to pause, you can go ahead and do that. Okay, and then I have the older calculator here too. Okay, so the way I find the 5-number summary is I'm going to go to Stat, Calc, one variable stats. If you have the newer calculator, you just want the numbers and list 1. You want nothing here. Let's say you have something in here. You want to go ahead and hit delete and get rid of it. And then you go ahead and go down to calculate. And then you're going to arrow down. It's these last 5 numbers. That's a 5-number summary right there. On the older calculator, you just go to Stat, Calc, Enter, and Enter again. And again, it's the last 5 numbers. Okay, so this is my 5-number summary right there. Okay, so I'm going to remove this one because they say the same thing. Okay, so my 5-number summary, again, is a minimum, which you could tell is the first thing on there. The quartile, first quartile, the second quartile, which is a median, the third quartile, and the maximum. And you have to write them in that order. So here's my 5-number summary. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a box plot. So for the box plot, I didn't do a very straight line there. I'm going to go ahead and draw a box around the 3 quartiles and have them go out. They call these whiskers to the min and the max. Okay, so let me just move this up. And now I'm going to go ahead and I put a number line in here. So I'm going to go ahead and take off the calculator and kind of put some numbers on here. And hopefully this focuses here. Let me just pause for a second. Okay, so I went ahead and labeled this with a scale. I went by units of 2 because my smallest number is 1. My biggest number is 23 here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is draw the box plot. So I draw a box around the 3 quartiles, 4, 7, and 8. Okay, I'm not drawing very straight lines here, but just a rough sketch. Okay. And then I want to have whiskers. They often call this a box and whisker plots, going to the minimum and the maximum. Okay, and then there's our box plot. Now, one thing we don't cover, but it's in the book in case you're curious, is what do you do with outliers? Like this 23 is an outlier. If you look at the date at the very top of the page, that really doesn't go with the rest of it. So we can actually take that outlier out and create a modified box plot. So in the book, they cover how to identify an outlier and then how to take it out. I don't cover that because we just have so much stuff to cover. So I don't actually cover that, but that's the information for this.